What's going on, Team MG? It's Michael Gascon, the Horse Guru, and I'm here with you today to talk about flexing in motion, the do's and don'ts, kind of what we're looking for. Today we have working with us, we have Miss America. Miss America just went through an awesome speed transition video, so she's all worked up. We've been gating for the last 10 minutes, and now we're gonna ask her to flex in motion, mostly just at a walk or at a walk or trot. So she's already pumped up, she's already wound up. Do's and don'ts. I see a lot of folks watching the video, and from the very beginning, they want to flex the horse left and right. The folks who see that, most of you guys have been following me for a long time, and that was the best I had at the time that I made that video. Here in the past year or so, maybe 2 years, I've decided, okay, instead of half-assing two things, I'd rather whole-ass one thing. So if I'm gonna get this horse to flex in motion, I would just start picking apart one side until I can pick apart the other side. So what I mean by that is your horse already flexes. Now I want them to be able to flex in motion. So I would just come here right there. She's a little stiff. She's a little stiff. My hands are in one place. And I'm gonna start picking her apart to this left side. If she circles, that's okay too. If I need to do this here and pick her apart in a little small circle, but notice what you see. Notice I have my outside rein in one place, and I'm just picking apart the inside. So I'll touch it to the left, but since I don't let go of my right rein, she comes back to center. But the other thing that happens whenever you pick apart one side is, since I'm pulling one way and not giving the other, the only thing left for them to do is break from the pole, because they can't stick their nose out. They can't stick their nose out and give the way I'm asking to. So flexing in motion for me starts on one side, and once we get one side good, soft and easy, so we see how she's disconnected her head from her body. We really like to see that. If I want to slow her down, I can flex her more towards her shoulder. There we go. Now we'll switch and go to the other side. Look how low I have my outside rein down here by my knee. Just like so. There we go. There we go. And if you have a hot, sensitive horse, you can flex in motion with the intention of slowing them down. Well, how do you do that? Instead of just letting go the moment that they flex, hold them a couple seconds longer. Draw them in a little bit further. Bring their chin a little bit closer to their shoulder. And then when you release, don't throw the rein at them. Exhale and give it back. Hold, exhale, and give it back. I think one of the don'ts in flexing in motion is the idea that from the beginning they have to be great at it, and we have to be able to go in a straight line and flex in motion. If you need to start in a little bitty circle like this and pull his horse to the side and release, and pull his horse to the side and release, and pull his horse to the side, if you have to do that 20 times in a row, that's okay. And then you'll get to the place where you can start crossing over the center and just switching hands. So let's call it a neutral place for my hands, nice and low. One hand is down here by my knee, the other one comes up by my hip. And release. Now my outside rein is by my knee, my inside hand will come up to my hip. And see how she's a little fussy about that? She needs a little bit more work of this. There we go. And there we go. And there we go. Good girl. Inside hand by my knee, flex to the outside. And the reason we started picking apart one side and then the other is because the horse is strongest in the center. And because they're the strongest in the center, a lot of people have been getting in a bind where the horse kind of flexes both ways, but when they go to cross the center, the horse picks his head back up. So it's a lot easier to pick them apart from one side where they stay off center, they stay off center, they stay off center. And then when they're calm and relaxed, we can switch them to the other side. And then the better that they get at it, the softer and easier they get, then we could take this horse and just go from one side to the other without stopping what we're doing. And we would like ultimately to be able to go in a straight line and pull her face from her, walk, trot, or canter, and that it doesn't have an effect on her footfall. The reason that's important and the reason that's a good measuring stick is it tells you how in charge the horse is of their face. So when I can get this horse where I can walk her here or trot her and I can get her face off center, that's really what we want to see. So right here, we'll just let her trot off and we'll just see, hey, can we keep her head off center? Hey, can we flex you from one side to the other? And she's like, sure, sure. That's exactly what we want to see. So the do's, pick apart one side. It's better the whole last one thing than half-ass two things. The other thing is get them soft and easy. So one side before you start trying to cross over the center is where they're the strongest. And those are the do's and don'ts of flexing in motion. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video.